Well, now, darling, come right on in here. Close that old door behind you. It's All Hallows Eve out there. The veil's thin, and the night's up to its old tricks. I've got pumpkin chia steeping, sweet and spicy enough to keep the chill off. Tonight's story is a true Memphis mystery, one that starts in 1981 and don't end till the new century. It's called The Boy from Nowhere. On Halloween night back in 2006, a Coast Guard crew spotted a single blinking light from one of those tiny, uninhabited islands in the Gulf just south of Everglades City, Florida. A place so forgotten it isn't even on half the maps. They expected wreckage where some fisherman had swamped his boat, or drug smugglers. What they found was a boy, thin, barefoot, eyes clear as storm glass, wearing a patch of canvas stitched with symbols no one could read. They took the boy aboard their cruiser. None of the locals had any idea who the boy may be. Coast Guard turned the boy over to the FBI. The boy didn't speak any language that was known to man. He spoke in tones, rising and falling, like a melody built on numbers. Linguists recorded it, fed it into their computers. What came out was impossible. Every phrase translated perfectly into whatever language the listener spoke: English, Spanish, Japanese, Arabic, Navajo, binary code, like his voice knew the mathematics of meaning itself. When asked who he was, where he came from, the translation came through as a string of primes, then words. I followed the lights. They were hollow and beautiful. Time folded. After that, no answers, just silence, and those numbers falling from his lips like rain on metal. 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 8. The FBI bulletin caught the eye of a cold case detective in Memphis, Tennessee. When he compared the boy's fingerprints to some of his cases, he couldn't believe what he found. The prints matched those of an 8-year-old boy who had disappeared on Halloween night in 1981, Caleb Brooks. Caleb had been out trick-or-treating with his friends. The last they saw of him, he waved goodbye from his bike and rode off towards Orchard and Thomas Street in his homemade astronaut costume and tinfoil helmet with a pillowcase full of candy. By midnight, the search was on. Police, church folks, neighbors with flashlights, combing creeks and alleys. They found the pillowcase first, still full of candy and plastic vampire fangs. His bike was found in a ditch off North 2nd Street. After that, nothing. The Brooks family never moved. They keep the porch light burning for decades. DNA proved that the Brooks were his parents. But how could that be? This child was still the size of an 8-year-old, just thinner and paler. Some say he was taken by men not of this world, studied and sent back as a messenger. Others say he wandered through a door on that Halloween night and stepped into a place where numbers breathed. All I know is that on October the 31st, every year since, the street lights in that old Memphis neighborhood flicker at the same hour Caleb disappeared. And if you listen close, you can hear a child counting from the shadows, not in words, in patterns. Well, now, that's a different kind of haunting, ain't it? Sometimes the lost don't come back looking for home. They come back trying to teach us a language we ain't ready to speak. Finish your tea now, sugar. Keep your porch light on this Halloween. And if you hear a child counting outside your window, don't open the door, just listen. The numbers might be saying something the world's been waiting to hear. 1, 2, 2, 3, 5, 8.